Hello, this is uh, fifth lecture of industrial engineering, and in the earlier lectures we have talked about the introduction and basic concept of industrial engineering, the applications and all the aspects and factors that are basically involving the production we have discussed in detail. Right now it's time to discuss section B of industrial engineering. In section B of industrial engineering we are having, this is a 6 semester course, uh, 6 semester course of MDU syllabus industrial engineering, and this is the fifth lecture of online series lecture, and we will be discussing about manufacturing cost analysis today. So let me start from let me start from here, and this is okay, coming, share the screen. This is, you can see, this is 6 semester course industrial engineering, and today we'll be discussing manufacturing cost analysis. Okay, so right now we'll be discussing manufacturing cost, and yes please, yes, this is manufacturing cost analysis. Now this is manufacturing cost. As we know, the manufacturing is the process in which we convert the raw material into final product that is of usable form, and also it contains definite shape and size. So first is cost in production. Production is basically the conversion of raw material into useful work, and this is basically happens in some manufacturing facilities. So after knowing what is production, we are coming to the manufacturing cost, and we are coming to the production cost. Production cost, first is prime or direct cost. Direct material plus direct labor plus direct expenses. This is the cost in production. Direct material plus direct labor plus direct expenses. So this is called prime or direct cost. Direct cost means direct material, that direct material is the material that is directly being used for converting the raw material into final product. Then direct labor, the labors, the workers, the operators that are involved in converting that raw material into final material or final product is the direct labor, and other direct expenses are uh, various other accessories and parts used in being, creating this uh, job or workpiece. So this is the direct material cost. It contains direct material plus direct labor plus direct expenses. This is prime or direct cost. This is called prime or direct cost. Then we have factory overhead or factory expenses. Factory overhead means the cost at which the material leaves the factory, and it includes indirect material plus indirect labor plus indirect expenses. Indirect material, uh, indirect material explained here: cutting fluid plus lubricants plus grease plus cotton plus jute, stationery, and other items, etc. These are indirect materials that are being used for production of this part or production of this product. So these are the indirect materials that are being utilized to produce this product. Okay, so indirect labor are watchmen, supervisor, higher officers, etc. So these are also involved while the production is taken into consideration, because if other applied or other relative force is not there, it would not be possible to produce the product. Supervisors are there who basically guide or control the workforce. Then there are higher officers who are responsible for producing the production. So these are the indirect labor cost that is also involved with the product. So this is these indirect labor cost, indirect material cost. At the same time, indirect expenses are also to be recovered by the product, because These are involved in producing a certain product. So indirect expenses are rent, land, telephone bills, facility development, electricity bills, etc., canteens, etc. These are indirect expenses that are involved with the production. So first we have prime or direct cost. It includes direct material, direct labor, direct expenses. Then we have factory overhead or factory expenses. It includes indirect material, indirect labor plus indirect expenses. Then third is factory cost. Factory cost is prime cost plus factory overhead. Factory overhead are the allied parts or the allied functions that are associated with the manufacturing, and if these two are summed up, the factory cost comes up, and the factory cost is prime cost plus factory overhead. So all these six costs are clubbed together, are summed up, and this way factory cost is found. So factory cost, then this is the this is the cost at which the product leaves the factory. This is prime cost plus factory overhead. This is the basically product at which the product leaves the factory or leaves the manufacturing facility. Then total cost is total cost. Again, there are marketing, again advertisement, transportation, etc. These are the costs that are associated with the production, and they are outside the factory or manufacturing facility. So these are also added in order to get the total cost. So first we have direct expenses, direct cost or material prime cost, then factory overhead or factory expenses, then total factory cost, then after total cost, fourth cost is total cost. In the factory cost, when the other allied functional costs are included, advertisement, marketing, transportation, etc., then this to we get total cost. After total cost, after getting total cost, we have the uh, basic idea of manufacturing cost analysis. So in this way, we'll be finding to manufacturing cost analysis. So this is the manufacturing cost. So again, coming to the break-even analysis. What is this, and how it is involved, and how functional it is, and how important it is? We'll discuss break-even analysis. So we talk about total cost. Total cost is the cost that involved prime cost plus factory overhead or factory expenses